All right, some of you guys have asked to see my collection, and it's not displayed great right now because I've been concentrating on really redoing my whole workspace in the garage. So kind of my workshop slash, storage slash everything out here. This is where my studio as well. So I'm going to just kind of show you what's going on here. So obviously a lot of blasters up here that I still need to kind of reorganize and lay out. And then you can see as we go over here, a lot of boxes on these shelves, which are blasters. Now down here, this is my paint booth. You can see all the spray paint there. And actually what this was a sandblasting booth. And then I actually put in some inline fans where you see those filters. And that of course pushes the air out through those filters when I spray paint in there. So that's kind of lighted. I use that for small parts and obviously more storage. As we turn this way, that big cage actually has a couple dust collectors in it that I have for my miter saw and my sander. Now I don't have those hooked up yet, but they're in that. That's an old server cage, so it allows them to roll around. So there's a big one in there with a cyclone system and then a smaller one as well. And even though I've got two good-sized dust collectors, it seems like they never actually do enough dust collecting, unfortunately. So here's my miter saw. It's got that hood in the back to try to help with dust. And then of course you can connect to the miter saw as well. Don't end up using that much for gel blasters, but this benchtop sander back here, which you can see has a couple attachments for dust collectors on it, that I do actually use often. And then these tools right here are probably the most commonly used for gel blaster modification. So I use this bandsaw a lot. It just makes it easy to cut things. I use this sander a ton. This one right here, right? And then there's an orbital sander in there as well that you can see. I use those. So those three power tools, along obviously with a drill, are what I use most often when it comes to modifying blasters. And then if we look up, of course, a bunch more blasters up there. And now you're starting to see the area I really kind of redid here, and we'll go back over there, but I want to show you some other blasters first. So this kind of shows you again more of the workshop. You can see lots of storage. Not only do I do the gel blasters, I have a ridiculous amount of tools. Many tools I will probably never need to use, but I've got them just in case. So let's go over here behind us. So this is one other wall of blasters that I was allowed to sort of keep. And again, I've got them like double stacked up there because my wife didn't want me to have so many pegboards full of blasters. All right, so added a nice locker here from Home Depot, Husky, for storage. And then that's actually our dog bath, because we got two standard poodles, which you might see in a moment as they're out here with me right now. So turn around here, and again, this is kind of more a good look at the whole thing. So you can see there I do have one blaster there, and then I have some storage here. I use this little collapsible cart all the time. That's where my chronograph hangs up, and actually right next to it is where this tripod hangs. And we'll go around here to kind of my work area slash studio. So obviously I went ahead and did a lot of cabinets here. So we got this nice cabinet system on the bottom, all those cabinets up there. That's not all gel blasters by any means, but lots of tools as well. I actually have an air conditioner out here. At one point we thought that our dogs would stay out here, so we had a kennel with a dog door that goes to the dog run. Well, that never really ended up happening, but so there's a dog door down underneath that desk, so I had access outside for the AC. So that actually worked out really good because that was already cut and our house is stucco, and I never would have been able to do a good job of cutting any sort of access point through stucco. So glad I didn't have to do that myself. So over here is kind of my studio slash workbench. So you can see the lighting. I got a lot of lighting going on up here. Okay. Nice kind of stainless steel top. Did stainless steel toe kicks all the way around in hopes of when I drop things, they don't fall underneath. Actually wired all the lighting to switches for the studio, quote unquote, area so that I can just turn them on right there. This is all Gel Blaster kind of stuff here, parts, pieces, that kind of thing. And then again, this cabinet as well is kind of what I use that for. All right, and then lots of tools otherwise, and that kind of stuff throughout here. All my power tools are in there. Put power outlets into all the cabinets too, so that like the chargers and everything can be in there and out of the way. So now we'll turn this way. So you can see a couple more blasters in there. Actually, there's some blaster stuff up there. Some glass skulls full of gel beads, some of the blaster masks. And then we got a couple blasters up here. My younger son has started to really like that sniper blaster, so he's played with that one a lot, so that's why that one's out. And then there's another sniper blaster I made that I haven't really shown you guys yet, so that's what that one is up there. And then my big toolbox. So again, just lots and lots of tools, more power tools over in this side locker as well, and then all the hardware. So lots of different hardware in here when it comes to screws, nuts, bolts, that kind of stuff. Plus, several of those are full of different pieces for gel blasters, whether it's you know, small parts, motors, electronic stuff as well. And then you can see up there, did have to have a TV up there as well. And I do actually have, I just ran that off an external HD antenna that I put on the roof because I didn't want to try to get other TV out here, and I really only use it to watch the news. So that is a quick tour of my new redesigned garage. Definitely like it a lot. Got a sweet deal on these black carpet tiles on Amazon Warehouse. Got them for about 80% off. So that was really a good price to put in. It does show dirt and you know, plastic pieces a lot more, but hopefully that means I'll end up vacuuming it more often. All right, so this is probably boring for a lot of you, but for some of you older subscribers or fathers of subscribers, hopefully you got a kick out of the garage / workshop studio tour.